We will see threat prevention from the React application. Copy these files under your React source folder. We will create a request filter to sanitize the input. Create file XSS request filter under package api.filter. Annotate as component and extend Spring once per request filter. Add unimplemented method skeleton. Checking input will use pattern matching using regular expression. So, create array containing regular expression for dangerous strings. I will copy-paste the regular expressions from course, resource, and reference. Basically, we will check for JavaScript in input string. Create list of pattern to use regex checking later. On the constructor, we will initialize list of patterns with strings from regular expression array. We will validate several places: query string, path variable, and request body. So let's create a helper function to validate string against regular expression on pattern list. Now, we need to implement the doFilter method. This is almost the same as the one in SQL injection filter, so I will copy-paste from there. And adjust the method to is XSS safe. and adjust the string return in case cross-site scripting detected. We will also need to add course header at this point to localhost port 3000. Later, we will learn more about this. For now, just add it. In the React application, open the greeting page. Does not matter whether you open the danger or save one, because we will validate all incoming input. If you submit some dangerous script in name, you will not get any greet. Open the developer console and submit again. Check the developer console and you will see that the request is blocked with message XSS detected. We can also try to create an article with dangerous string with filter enabled. Copy XSS article danger API into XSS article save API. Adjust the path from danger to save. Open React application on the save create article. This will hit the save endpoint. Well, actually, does not matter if this hits the danger endpoint since we filter its request. But for consistency, let the save page hit save API. Create new article with this dangerous string. When we save it, no new article generated. Inspect the developer console. And we will see that request is blocked. Up to this point, we've seen how filter works. Now let's see the other technique. To avoid confusion, I will disable XSS request filter by disabling its annotation. For input validation, we already seen the sample on previous lecture during SQL injection. This can be achieved by use Spring validation annotation on field to be validated. If needed, please refer back to the SQL injection save code lecture. Copy XSS simple danger API into XSS simple save API and adjust the path to save. We will validate the name parameter only receive alphabet with length between 5 and 20. Try to use greeting save on React And now we must submit name with valid pattern. We will see how to validate content type header. This validation is recommendation from OWASP for REST security and easy to implement using Spring. On the XSS article Save API, we will validate request content type during create article. To validate the payload request body, we can explicitly do so by using consumer parameter on the Spring mapping annotation. In this case, we will accept only JSON. By using Spring Boot, some basic validation for content type on request or response already handled by Spring. In this case, checking content type in create article will be no different on danger or save endpoint, since Spring will validate that we need JSON. However, it is a good habit to always explicitly validate content type by using consume. Try it on Postman, folder cross-site scripting save to create article. On the request body of create article, change the type to other type than JSON, then submit. The request will be rejected and we will get 415 error code. This happened on both Save and Danger API, even if we did not specify content type explicitly in Danger API. This is why framework like Spring already helps at certain point. But again, framework might not cover everything. Always use a good coding practice like explicitly validate content type.